February is here and love is in the air. But what if I told you that showing love is not just about romance? It's about how we care for ourselves, our loved ones, and even our businesses. Are you ready to discover creative and meaningful ways to pour love into every part of your life this month? Well, stay tuned. We'll go over that when we return. Hey, welcome back, Mompreneurs, to another episode of the Making of a Mompreneur show. I am your host, Rasheeda Green, the founder and CEO of Get Right Coaching, the host of the wonderful Mompreneur HQ, and the creator of the Digimonpreneur Academy, where we help moms who are determined to find time, money, and location freedom to start online businesses so that they can build the life of their dreams without neglecting themselves or their families in the process. And we do that through content, community, and courses, as well as the Digimonpreneur Academy. All right. If you are joining us for the first time or you're joining us live, go ahead and put hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay, and let us know where you are joining us from. So if we see that you're from Alabama, California, we will be able to know, even if you're tuning in from Australia, the vastness of the Mompreneur HQ community. So go ahead and drop that in the comments field, please. And I mean, today we'll be, well, for the month, we'll be talking about love. But today we're diving into all things love, right? With our topic, Love Month, pouring love into yourself, your loved ones, and your business. February is often called the month of love, but today I want to expand your thinking. Love isn't just about hearts, flowers, and Valentine's Day cards. It's also about how we nurture ourselves, the relationships that we hold dear, and even the businesses we've worked so hard to build. Now, first and foremost, I know that there are some overused words, right? And love is one of those overused words, which is why so many people get confused by the term love. And so we think about love as, ooh, I love me some chocolate cake, baby. But no, you might really like it. But love, the term itself is totally different and much more powerful than your love for your chocolate cake. And I'll start by saying that Jesus Christ is the greatest example of love. He was one who came down to rescue us from our sin, and he showed the greatest love of all by laying down his own life so that we might have the opportunity at life in heaven and glory, and have life more abundantly. So that's when you think about that type of love and that agape love, where you love unconditionally, without without keeping record, without really just making a mockery of the term love. You know, it is very different. And it kind of helps you to think about, wait a minute, well, how am I using love so loosely? And so when we think about the commercialized version of love, yeah, it's Valentine's Day. We're going to get some chocolates. We're going to go out to dinner, spend $150 on a good steak. And, we've commercialized these things. But I offer to you the opportunity to know the extent of love is beyond like and really like, right? It's the type of love that Christ has shown us. All right. So that is that. And I just wanted to share that as we talk about February being Love Month. In today's episode, we're going to talk about practical, meaningful ways to show love. And one being to yourself by practicing self care and self compassion. Two being to your loved ones by deepening connections and showing appreciation. And three, to your business by celebrating wins and taking intentional steps to make it thrive. Now, by the end of this episode, you'll have an actionable ideas to make February not just a month of love, but a month of growth and intentionality in every area of your life. So if you are ready, go ahead, put hashtag ready, but I want to make sure that you have your pen, paper, or digital device so that you can take down some good nuggets. And hey, put hashtag nugget if you have some nugget that you're going to take away or some action that you're going to take away from today's episode. Go ahead and make sure you're communicating with me, two way. I'm giving you information and you can go ahead and give me back some feedback. I would love to hear from you. So if you are ready, I am ready. Let's dive in. So I mentioned first, we're going to talk about showing love to yourself. Now, we're mompreneurs. We kind of stay on the back burner many a time. And for those of you who are already taking care of yourself and make sure that you have that quality time to yourself, congratulations, kudos, love it, love it, love it. But let's start with the most important person in your life. And guess what? It has got to be you. You have got to love yourself. Oh, no one else is going to know how to love you. And you might be able to tell whether you're loving yourself or not by some of your past relationships. How do they treat you? They're only going to treat you the way you allow them to treat you and how they see that you treat yourself. So if you are somebody who's always on time, on your about your business or on business, right? Then you're taking care of yourself. You're getting your hair and your nails done. You're getting your spa treatments in. You're taking your time to relax with your feet up on a long lounge chair, reading a book. You're doing these things. Then people will see that that's something that you do, and they will treat you accordingly. They will buy you spa gift cards. They will buy you gift cards to those your favorite shops. They will make sure that they give you that space to be able to read. They'll it's like they're reading what you're doing and they're feeding back to you what you're giving out to them. So make sure that you're exuding that self-care and self-love is important to you. And self-love isn't selfish. We talk about it all the time. It is not selfish. It is essential. When you take care of yourself, you show up better for your family, your business, and the people that you serve. And let's talk about 3 ways that you can show yourself love this month. Let's start with prioritizing your self care. I mean, that's a basic. Self care isn't just the bubble baths and candles. I mentioned that. It's making space for things that truly rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. It could be scheduling a day off to rest. Come on now. Sometimes those mental health days come in handy. Joining a fitness class that you've always wanted to try. Let me tell you, I found out that we have an Afro beats dance class once a week. I am thinking about checking it out. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. And that will be a self-care thing for me. Not only because I like to dance and I'm really interested in how to get those movements together with the rhythm. Some of them look so complicated. I'd be like, maybe I can't do that. Maybe I'm a woman of a certain age and I shouldn't be trying that. But I love it. I just love to watch the Afrobeat style dancing. And so I think I might do that for myself. Just take one class and just see how it works out. I mean, it's beneficial for both my mental, with my physical. It's great exercise, an opportunity to meet other people. So, getting out and about and taking that time to prioritize my self-care is a good thing. So, you get to find that thing for you that makes you feel good and gets checked off of the bucket list, right? And then, another opportunity would be to just go to bed earlier. Man, I tell you, one day I fell asleep at 8:30 and I was like, what the world? Woke up the next day like, ooh, that felt good. And yeah, I just got into bed at 8:30. My brain was on overload. I had it. And by the time I laid down, started fidgeting with my phone, and by the time I went to, by the time I woke up, I was like, oh, I fell asleep. So yeah, sometimes you just need to do that. You got to really prioritize that for yourself. I also joined a friend over the weekend to go walking. So, things like that. It's the opportunity to clear my mind. It sets a positive tone for me to be able to relax. These are things when you talk about self prioritizing your self care. These are things that you should think about. Like I said, sure, I loves me a spa visit, and I do get my nails done and my hair done. But some of those things we got to think beyond just the surface level stuff, because mental health is real and you got to make sure that you are mentally fit to be able to do the things that you do day in and day out. Another thing I would say is to speak life over yourself. There is power in your words. You can speak life and death because that is in the power of the tongue. So make sure that you are speaking life over yourself. So what something doesn't go the way you want it to go? So what there's negativity and chaos around you. Make sure that you're speaking life over yourself. Don't allow limiting beliefs to dictate how you are to live your life. You want to speak life, speak positivity, speak expectation and execution, right? So that you're creating a habit of affirming yourself on a daily basis. Stand in the mirror each morning and declare truths like, I am enough. I am capable of handling challenges. I am worthy of love and success. These are just three affirmations. You can create your own and just say them on a daily basis until you've developed this habit of affirming that you are indeed enough. And so when people come up against you, when obstacles come in your way, you don't get this defeatist attitude and woe is me, because you've already gotten into the habit of affirming yourself and knowing, no, this is not going to defeat me. This is not going to take me out, because I am a winner. Right. All right. So I'm just sharing that these affirmations can really help to shift your mindset and empower you to face the day with confidence. Now, the third thing I would say about ways you can show yourself love this month is to invest in yourself. Love yourself enough to invest in your growth, whether it's enrolling in a course or hiring a coach or buying a book that inspires you. You're telling yourself, I am worth it. So let me repeat that. If you want to invest in yourself to show yourself more love, even if it means enrolling in a course, like one of our chat GPT courses, or hiring a coach like the or joining a membership like the Digimonpreneur Academy, or buying a book, maybe a journal even from Digimonpreneur Publishing on KDP. Quiet, subtle plugs. Was it subtle? Maybe it wasn't subtle. But I'm just going ahead and drop that in there. If you decide to invest in yourself and in your business, you're telling yourself, I am worth it. So, what I want to do as far as action steps for showing yourself love or showing love to yourself, I want you to take 10 minutes after this episode to reflect on how you can show yourself love this month. Write down 3 self care activities and schedule at least one of them this week. Whether that's your bath, whether that's your quiet time, a meditation time, if that's reading your book quietly, if you have to hide in the bathroom, like sometimes I have to, then you go ahead and do that. 3 activities after this episode, and make sure that you are showing yourself some love. All right. So, next, we're talking about showing love to your loved ones. And what does that mean? Showing love to the people who mean the most to you, because life gets busy and it's very easy to take our loved ones for granted. But February is a great time to be intentional about strengthening those relationships. And here are 3 ideas to show love to your loved ones this month, starting with number 1, quality time that counts. Block off time to truly connect with your loved ones. I mean, literally, put it on your calendar. Block the time. Put away your phone and be fully present. Sometimes my daughter will get me sometimes if I'm like, oh yeah, I'll color with you, and then I'm not coloring. She will shove that coloring paper and them crayons in my face. Like, mommy, color. I thought you was coloring with me. Okay. Fully present. Be in the moment. Plan a date night with your spouse, a movie night with your kids. You can even do a camp night, an indoor camping, where you guys, you get together and you make tents with your kids, with the turning the couch into a tent, and just all kinds of things. I mean, we actually have a tent in the in the house and kind of just do a little slumber party and just hang out with the kids, or even if it's a coffee date with one of your friends who you haven't seen in a while. These are the things that you can do for quality time that really allows you to show love to your loved ones, and they will feel now it's a bad thing if they start feeling strange, like, wait, what's happening, what's going on, because there's been so much of a lack of quality time that they're surprised when you're actually being intentional. But don't let that discourage you, because sometimes when they be like, oh mommy, you finally eating dinner with us, or whatever the comment might be, you be like, my first gesture would be, I'm sarcastic at times. I don't know if y'all pick that up. So, I'd be a little sassy with it, but the truth of the matter is, how often are you sitting down and having dinner together and reading books together or painting together, whatever it is, that quality time is much appreciated, even if they don't say it initially. And so you want to make sure that you do those, get those times together with your family. And it's because it really does bring you closer and creates memories that everyone will cherish forever. Next, I would say express gratitude and affirmation. So, thank you can go a long way. Just thank you. If you have someone who's watched your children, picked up your mail for you, or complimented you, or just did anything for you, a heartfelt thank you can go a long way. So you can do something as simple as write a note, which people don't normally do these days, but hey, how cool is it to actually get a mailed letter saying thank you? That is, to me, that's pretty cool, because I do actually still mail letters, and so I'm very disappointed that I didn't have any more forever stamps at the 52-cent mark, and now I went to the post office and is now 73 cents. I was unaware because I had a constant flow of forever stamps, and so when I went to the post office, because I ran out, it was like, what? 73 cents? What? A stamp is almost a dollar? I I wasn't ready. Mm-mm, I wasn't ready. But I do enjoy sending mail. And so that's my little thing. I used to have what do you call it? Pen pals. When I was younger, when I went to college, I wrote back to my friends back home. And actually, one of the women from my former church said that she wants to start writing my oldest daughter like a pen pal. I was like, "Oh." Well, mind you, they already have this relationship, so don't worry. Because when I said it just now, I thought that sounded kind of funny. But no, she used to be her babysitter at the church. And she said, "Oh, I just miss her and I want to send her a letter and start doing pen pal." She sends her gifts and we send her gifts back and forth all year. So, it's not strange, y'all. But yes, so she wants to be, start pen paling and help her to, and she's an educator. So the other point is to help her to learn and write cursive, because that is no longer taught in some school systems. So yeah, write a note, send a text, just tell someone why you appreciate them. When you say this, it really does just make people light up. And we actually have a marriage challenge for my marriage ministry group at church. And so, yeah, writing thank you notes, love letters, sticky notes that say you are the best partner, husband, dad, it will go so far. And I think it really is just another way to show your love for your family. And then acts of service is my third point for showing love to your loved ones. Love isn't just what you say, but it's also what you do. Look for small ways to lighten someone's load. Maybe it's helping a friend with a project or cooking dinner for your spouse or a special dinner for your spouse or surprising your kids by taking on one of their chores for a day. They're like, "Oh, mommy, you did that." Just some ideas, to think about. So I want you to pick one person you want to show love to this month and write down what you'll do for them. Because, you got to write it out. Otherwise, you might forget. Because I know if you put in your head, oh, yeah, I'm going to send her a card, they might not never see that card. So whether it's spending time, quality time, writing a note, or helping with a task, set a date to make it happen and then do it. And our last topic for today's show is showing love to your business. Now, let's talk about showing love to your business. Your business is a reflection of your passion and your purpose. And guess what? It deserves care and attention. Loving your business doesn't just mean working harder. That's not what we're talking about. It means being intentional about its growth and sustainability. So I want you to put your mind on your business and show your business some love. And here are some ways that you can do that. And the first one, which I talk about often, is celebrate your wins. We often focus on so much on what's the next. We do this accomplishment, we move on. We hit this milestone, we move on, that we forget to celebrate how far we've come. Now, take time this month to reflect on your business milestones, no matter how big or how small. So we have a gratitude journal. I'm trying to think. Yes, I have a gratitude journal on KDP. But if you have a gratitude journal or just a regular journal that you want to designate specifically for your business, then do that. And at the end of each week, you could write down at least one thing that you're proud of. If you feel like doing that every day before you close your eyes, that can also be something to do as well. And it's really a great way to stay motivated and focused on the positive, because so many things can be going on in your business right now that will wear you down and have you going, pulling out your hair. But if you're focused on the positive, that can be the motivation that you need to keep going. Now, we talked about investing earlier, but I want to bring it here specifically for investing in your business. You can show your business some love by upgrading something that will make it run smoother or look more polished. Maybe it's redesigning your website. Those pesky things. We need them, but well, depending on who you talk to. But sometimes they can get really stale. They can get really stale or look very bland. And as you go on and you grow in your business, you want to go ahead and maybe spruce it up a little bit. Maybe there's a software that you can purchase for your business to because systems is critical in how you are able to, whether or not you're able to scale your business. You want to have systems in place to help automate a lot of the steps in your business and take all the stress off yourself. So maybe there's a new tool that's out there. We talk about chat gpt and you can do a lot with the free version, but maybe you can step it up to $20 a month and go ahead and get the pro version. And that way you can add all these different apps and plugins to your chat gpt to help you get further with your content creation. Or you can even consider hiring a virtual assistant to take tasks off your plate. I now have two virtual assistants and we are looking to build an empire, y'all. We trying to build this empire. So if you want to ride with us, come through. We are making things happen in 2025. So, if that's one of your desires and maybe you need some help, thinking about it, but you don't know what questions to ask or what to do, then feel free to hit me up. I would be glad to share whatever I know. I am not the expert in hiring or in virtual assistants, but I picked up a thing or two by having my own. All right. So the third thing I want to mention for showing your love for your business is to reconnect with your vision. When we first build that's when we first start out business, we have this vision, we know what we want to do, where we want to go, we have this plan. We're excited about all these different things that we have in our mind about the business. But when was the last time that you thought about your why? Why did you start your business? Why are you doing this? What is the outcome that you intended to have? What impact do you want to have? Revisit your mission, because you probably wrote a mission statement as well in the beginning. Those are part of the initial stages, initial things that you get out the way: your mission statement, your vision statement, your values, vision and values. So these are things that we start out in the beginning of making a business, starting a business. Those are some of the things that we want to get a handle on, because then we'll have a better idea of how we want to market and present our products or services. So, revisit that mission statement. And guess what? Allow that same passion that you had when you started your business to reignite your excitement as you move forward. So, for this segment, I want you to choose one way to love your business. Again, this month, February, is a very short month, so you don't have time to be wasting. I want you to get it in your head, this one way to love your business this month, whether it's going to be celebrating a win, making an upgrade to your business, or reconnecting with your vision. Write it down, and I want you to take the first steps today. Okay. So we've gotten through three different things: showing love to yourself, showing love to your loved ones, and showing love to your business. And love, again, is such a powerful force, the real love. And February gives us the perfect opportunity to reflect on how we can show love in all areas of our lives. Today, we've explored loving yourselves through self care and affirmations, loving your loved ones by being present, expressing gratitude, and lending a helping hand, and loving your business by celebrating wins, investing in growth, and revisiting your purpose. Remember, love starts with you. And when you take time to pour love into yourself, it naturally flows into your relationships and your work. Now, here's your homework for this week. Recap: pick one action from each category: yourself, loved ones, and your business, and commit to it. I'd love to hear how you're showing love this month. So go ahead and share your stories with me in the comments or on social media using love month challenge, love month challenge, and let me know how you are doing. I'm excited about Love Month and what we're going to be talking about for the remaining of the month. This is only the beginning. And as always, thank you for tuning in to the Making of a Mompreneur show. Don't forget to subscribe and share this episode with someone who could use a little inspiration this February. Until next time, stay focused, stay fabulous, and keep showing love.